I'm home! I'm back home! Hi guys! I hope you are enjoying your post-Christmas couple days here. It is the 27th, so it's only been 2 days since we last chatted, so I don't know, maybe not that much has changed for you. Maybe you've been just hanging out with whoever you're spending your holidays with, and I hope you're having a wonderful time. What I want to do at the very top of the video is to have you guys pause the video and turn to whoever you're watching with, or just think for yourself for a little bit about something that you are feeling very grateful for. Grateful means you are so thankful that you have this thing, or this person, or this feeling. What are you feeling grateful for? One of the things I am feeling super grateful for is having family that I could spend the holidays with. It was myself, my mom and dad, and my brother and his wife, and we had a really good time, and we opened presents, we ate food together, we just hung out and chatted. It was really nice, but I was also a little sad because my sister couldn't join us. But I am grateful for the fact that I will probably get to see her soon. I wonder what Buddy's grateful for.
I'm grateful for this blanket and for the heated blanket that's underneath the blanket, and that I'm all warm and cozy. Oh, that's really nice, but okay, I'm going to bed now. Buddy, you're always going to bed. I'm cozy. I'm grateful for being cozy.
Well, it is good to be grateful for all of the little things that we have, like a house or somewhere to live that's warm maybe, and people around us that will make us feel warm. Those are all great things to be grateful for. Well, today's story is about two people who were super grateful that they got to meet Jesus when he was still a little baby. Those two people's names are Simeon and Anna, and we don't often hear a lot about them when we talk about Christmas. They come just after the birth of Jesus in the book of Luke, and our story Bible actually talks about them. So let's go and hear that story. Simeon and Anna. There was an old man named Simeon who lived in Jerusalem. Simeon loved God. He knew God's words and believed God's promises. God made a promise to Simeon. God promised Simeon that he would not die until he saw the person God was sending to save the whole world. One day, Simeon went to the temple. The temple was very crowded. Many people were there. Mary and Joseph and baby Jesus were there too. Simeon looked around. When Simeon saw baby Jesus, he got very excited. Could Jesus be the one? Simeon pointed at baby Jesus and asked, "May I hold him?" Carefully, Mary said. Simeon carefully picked Jesus up and began praising God. Simeon said, "God, you have kept your promise. You have let me see the one you promised to send. He will save the whole world." Mary and Joseph were amazed. Was Jesus part of God's promise to save the whole world? "What does this mean?" Joseph asked. "How can this be?" Simeon talked about God's promise with Mary and Joseph. Then he blessed Jesus and his family. An old woman named Anna was also at the temple. Anna lived at the temple. She worshipped God and prayed day and night. When Anna saw Jesus, she rushed over. She knew Jesus was special. Would Mary let Anna hold Jesus too? "Yes," Mary said. Anna began praising God too. She told everyone who would listen, "Jesus is the one God promised to send. Jesus will save the world." Then Anna handed Jesus back to Joseph. "Take good care of him," Anna said. "Oh, we will," Joseph said. What an exciting day. When Mary and Joseph finished at the temple, they took Jesus home to Nazareth. Jesus grew up in Nazareth. He became strong and wise, and God was always with him. Both Simeon and Anna were so grateful that they got to meet and see Jesus. They could tell right from the beginning when they first saw him that this little baby was gonna be something special, and they felt so grateful that they got to be there when Mary and Joseph just happened to bring him to the temple. This year has been kind of rough for some people. Feels like we've been waiting for something special to happen for a long time, right? Maybe you haven't been able to go to school or see your friends as much as you normally would. good. Maybe your grown-ups in your life are having to figure out how to do work in a different way, or maybe they've lost their job. There's lots of scary, sad stuff that's happened this year. But in the middle of all of that, there are still little things that we can always be grateful for. Little moments where we get to see God in our midst. Sometimes some people say a prayer before they eat because they want to remember that they are grateful for every little bit of food that they have. I wonder if your family does that. Sometimes families call it saying grace. Grace and grateful come from the same root word. It's about a gift and feeling happy and glad that we have been given this gift. So I want you to spend some time this week continuing to think about all those little ways that you are grateful for things, even in this kind of mixed up year that 2020 has been, and how you're going to take everything you've learned this year that's made you feel grateful and happy and loved and carry it forward into 2021. How can you be somebody that someone is grateful for next year? Maybe you can make it onto someone's list. Well, I would hold up Buddy and say that we'll see you next week, but
He's still snoozing. Oh, I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
bye!